Morning! Hope you're doing well. I've recently hit 100,000 followers on Instagram, which is completely insane. And if you're one of those followers, then thank you. But I realised that to some people, I'm just a chick posting a photo of myself with a bike, and they don't really know anything about me. They don't know what I used to do, my whole story, my background in cycling and outside of cycling. So I thought it'd be fun to share a few facts about my previous careers, some personal stuff, some things that bummed me out at the time, and yeah, just some stuff that maybe you don't know about me. So I'm gonna go grab my bike, go for a little roll locally. It's not a training day for me, so just gonna spin my legs, chat to you, go along. Right, so these aren't in any particular order of relevance, interestingness, or importance. But the first thing that comes to mind is this. I've had quite a few different jobs over the years. And the first one I had was as a model. So way back in the day, I ended up signing to an agency in London, one in New York, one in Paris, and one in Milan. And I ended up being on the cover of Italian Vogue 3 times. I once made $10,000 from one shoot for Banana Republic, and I was flown out to Milan by Prada to meet Miuccia Prada because she potentially wanted me to open her show. The problem was, once I got there, she found out that I couldn't actually walk in high heels. So I didn't get booked for the show. I got sent packing, and that was that. The next season, I had to go out to Milan again to meet the casting agents for the Prada show. No, sorry, the Miu Miu show. And I still couldn't walk in high heels. They were absolutely incredulous. They couldn't believe that I'd had this kind of golden opportunity to work with Miu Miu and Prada, and I hadn't bothered to go away and learn how to walk in high heels. So I didn't get booked for that show either. The second fact is this. The reason I didn't bother going away and learning how to walk in high heels is because... Oh, there's a car coming, hold on. Where was I? Oh yeah. The reason I didn't learn to walk in high heels is because at the same time as modelling, I was a pro snowboarder. So I was on the Burton European team. My event was big air. So the idea was, you did your biggest and best trick off a kicker or a jump. I used to do 720s. I think the biggest jump I ever went off was probably about 22 metres long. And so I didn't really care about modelling because what I was interested in was snowboarding. Anyway, I'm going to put you down for a sec, carry on, and then we'll do fact 3. I don't know why I'm doing this cycling along. It's so much harder than if I'd just done it at home. But anyway, I wanted to go out and get coffee and cake, so I figured I'd double up. So fact number 3 is I play a lot of musical instruments. Strictly speaking, I don't play all of them anymore, but I can play the violin, the flute, the guitar, the banjo, the ukulele. I think that's it. And I used to play in an industrial metal band. Aside from that, I also did some work as a session musician, and I played guitar and sang backing vocals for the Lightning Seeds. You might only have heard of them if you're in the UK, but they were really big, and they did this huge song about football. And I do remember that one day I sang "Football's Coming Home" to 20,000 German fans, and the whole song is about England beating Germany in the World Cup. I was amazed that it went down really well. But yeah, that was probably the most people I ever played to. 20,000 people in one go. It was super good fun. Fact number 4. Yes, tattoos. I have a lot of tattoos. I haven't counted them. I might have 15 or 20, I'm not entirely sure. But the ones people don't know about are this one. it says hell, and my friend Posy has got yeah inside her lip. And I'm not going to show you this one, but I have an upside down crucifix tattooed here on my sternum, but I'm not going to get that out. But lots of people don't know that I have that. Now, why have I got an upside down cross? It's because I've always liked heavy metal, and there was always occult imagery associated with heavy metal and the bands that I like. So it's not that I'm a Satanist, I just like metal. Right, fact number 6, if I'm right, is, what was it? Oh, I don't know if you can hear me because I'm riding on gravel. Hold on. Fact number 6 is that I've always been really interested in film. Back in the day when people watched videos like VHS. I used to work in a video shop. I also studied fine art, multimedia at university, although I dropped out. But I've always liked really interesting films, French New Wave cinema, Herzog, stuff like that. However, it's not all highbrow stuff for me. One of my absolute favourite shows, no guilty pleasure, just a pleasure, is RuPaul's Drag Race. Will my bars fit in here whilst I'm filming? Oh. I'm taking you on a tour of the very glamorous and scenic industrial estate in Newton Abbot. Anyway, fact something is I did IVF with my husband Dave. We tried and tried and tried for children, and it just wasn't working for us. So I actually ended up doing IVF whilst also racing Red Hook Crit. The first round didn't work, and when I was doing the second round of IVF, the doctors told me not to ride my bike, not to take baths, to drink 3 litres of water a day, which meant I was permanently on the toilet, and Dave had to get up at 5 a.m. to give me an enormous injection in my bum. I mean, it was just awful. The whole experience was awful, and well, it didn't work. The good news is we ended up adopting the best girl in the whole world. So I kind of feel like, well, I don't kind of feel like, I 100% feel that it was all for the best. It was meant to be. I mean, I'm going through a gate there. She is my world, my joy. Seriously, the best thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, sugar, I'm not supposed to say that because then Dave's like, what about me? I thought I was the best thing that ever happened to you. But anyway, she is amazing. You know what, fact, whatever, is I am so overdressed. I'm absolutely boiling, so I just got to take this coat off. Bear with me. Should we do another fact whilst I'm standing here? We might as well. My list here, where did we get up to? I'm sure I'm getting the numbers all wrong. Oh yeah, maybe you don't know that I used to be a bike messenger. So for 18 months, way back when I lived in London, I worked as a bike messenger for the same company that Dave worked with. And I tended to work from 8 in the morning until, well, if I clocked off at 6, that was a really good day. But more often than not, I would finish later, say 7, but I'd finish right on the other side of London and have to ride back. So pretty much I was doing like 10-hour days, at least 10-hour days every day. And I was probably taking home 250 quid a week. So it was just rubbish money. I actually loved being a bike messenger. It was the best job ever. But, or maybe it's not as good as this job, but I was just like really busting myself to make 250 quid a week. And that's just not enough to live on in London unless you're squatting, which we weren't. So in the end, despite the fact I loved being a bike messenger, the money was a total joke. So I quit and we moved to Devon. Fact number 8 is about my background as a cyclist. I didn't actually grow up cycling, certainly not racing. I didn't start racing until 2015 when I entered the first Red Hook Crit London. So I don't have a background as a racer, and what I actually initially got sponsored for was not posting photos on Instagram, because Instagram didn't even exist. It was as a fixed gear freestyle rider. So back in the day when fixed gear was really booming, I dedicated a huge amount of time to learning how to do wheelies, bar spins, jump down stair sets. And that is why I got sponsored. The blog and the YouTube and all of that came later. So on to fact number 9 during our scenic tour of Newton Abbot is that I really don't like doing things that I'm not good at. If I try something and I'm not good at it, that's it. I just don't want to do it. Now that doesn't mean that I have to win at everything. I don't even need to win. I just need to feel like I did a good job, I'm good at it, you know what I mean? So bowling, 10-pin bowling, I completely suck at it. I really suck at it. So if we go bowling, I just get quite grumpy and I don't find it fun. It's not enjoyable to go and do something that you're not good at. I don't know, that makes me out to be a terrible person, right? Or really competitive? I don't know. I'm a bike racer at heart, so there you go. So to wrap things up, before I go and choose my cake, let's have fact number 10. So this one, I don't even know if you're interested in this fact, but I figured you probably didn't know that I read for at least an hour a day. I absolutely love books. So my favourite authors are Murakami, Philip Roth, Jonathan Franzen. My favourite book is probably The Master and the Margarita. I don't know, it's a tough call that. What's your favourite book? But yeah, I love reading. If I don't read at least once a day, then I feel like my day is not complete. I have to read. It's part of what makes me me. Well, I finally got my coffee and cake, so I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning those random facts about me. If there's anything else you want to know, ask in the comments and I might answer it. Depends what it is. But I hope you're good, and I'll see you next week. Bye.